So, Huey and I have come to a very important conclusion that we hate January.
Yes.
Like, okay, you know what? This came up. When did this come up? This came up on Bone Breakers.
On Bone Breakers. Yeah,
Saturday night. You blurted that out, and I was laughing because I was like, oh my God, I feel that in my bones. So do your rant that you did on Bone Breakers about how crappy January is, and all the Capricorns can be pissed at us.
That's totally fine. I'm sorry, Capricorns. You have a crappy month to have your birthday, and you should have had your birthday. You should have been born. Your parents should have had you 2 weeks earlier, 2 weeks later, or a month earlier.
Not our fault.
But just in general, I hate the month of January. To me, it's the worst month of the whole year. One, as you know, I'm a summer guy. I love the summer season. I'm a California kid. I'm a Bay Area kid. So summer season is my favorite season in general. Like, I hate when October starts.
Oh, how dare you.
Just because, like, the fall season starts. It starts getting colder, wetter, and then, the winter season. Anyway, I could put up with the cold season when it's part of the holidays.
Yeah.
Like, I can deal with the cold weather because I'm like, oh, okay, it helps me get in the mood as far as Christmas season, even Thanksgiving, like all that. It's like, okay,
There's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's like it's part of the whole vibe, the whole setting of what the holidays are, the cold weather. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But come New Year's, like the older I've gotten, the more I hate New Year's Eve. Because it's celebrating. All right, January's here. And I'm like, New Year. I'm like, damn it. Christmas is completely gone now. December's over with. It's a new year. And it's just January. It's just cold weather. And there's nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I actually really like New Year's Day because you know me. This is productivity. I have all the list. I like to plan. I like to reset. Like, that's just my vibe. So for that reason, yes, I like it. But that's like literally the first couple of days. After that, I'm over it. Like, January, it's just cold. I'm also not a cold person. Obviously, I'm all bundled up.
I know.
In here.
Yes.
I literally travel with me everywhere I go with a little heater. But no, I'm with you. And what sucks about this, and this is like absolute truth. Michaela totally agrees with it. Yeah. New Year's Eve was my favorite. Yeah. New Year's Eve, it was an interesting one this year for sure, but it was good until it
It
was good until it wasn't. We'll leave it there.
Which you talked about on the last episode.
Yes, we did.
So please check that out.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, if you're watching right now, either live, part of the live stream, or watching later on demand, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube, on the Chasta Huey YouTube channel. Leave a comment, share the video, all that good stuff.
Yes. So my apologies is to the people in our lives, and there are loads of them for whatever reason that have birthdays in January, starting with my husband, for God's sake.
I know that's the thing when we were talking about this on Bone Breakers, which for anyone listening, you're like, what's that? That's our new music show here at 107.7 The Bone, the Rock of the Bay here in San Francisco. It's our new music show every Saturday at 9 p.m. We play just new music. We break new songs, break new artists, break the format. And we were just talking about, it was the last the last weekend for the month of January. And then that led off to this tangent of you and I talking about how much we hate January.
Yeah. And I mean, it's no shade to my husband, Dennis Willis, Stephen Kirk, Mari, my friend Carol Garcia. Like, there's so many. Paul Tonelli, is tomorrow? No.
Is it the 20th? It's the 29th.
29th, I believe. Yeah. He's in a couple of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like, we have a lot of people that we love. But yeah, January sucks. So this weekend, sorry.
That should be the title of this episode.
Right, yeah.
January sucks.
I think most people agree. So this weekend, I was like, all right, like, I'm not feeling super great. This month started off really strange as we touched base about New Year's. Put me in a weird headspace to begin with.
Actually, I do want to shout out, you go in really great detail on the return episode of Rock Your Life.
You listened?
Yes, of course. I sent you the screenshot. I was listening in real time.
I know, but you could have just sent me the screenshot and not listened.
No. I listened to the whole thing. So, it's Rock Your Life, which, please describe. But that 20-minute episode, it was the whole thing. And you were talking about what happened.
Yeah, Rock Your Life for me, that podcast is really, it's my therapy. Like,
totally.
It's just talking things out, getting stuff out of my head, having great conversations. But yes, I did go into real detail there about what happened in New Orleans on New Year's Eve. But it just put me in a weird headspace to start the month and year.
I'll link it up in the we call it the description.
In the description below.
Yeah, down below
We
after
sound like actual YouTubers.
I know. Dude,
check the description below.
I've been like a side note on like Instagram, I've been getting a lot of these like social media tutorial videos, and like I've been saving everything, and it's like I need to sit down one evening and just go over like how to YouTube properly, how to social media properly, all this stuff.
We're jumping in
to build this thing.
Yeah.
of the Chasta and Huey, the brand of that is.
Yeah, we're putting the train together as it rolls down the tracks. But
I know.
That's fine. At least we're on it.
I know. One day, we will get like an intro made, like video intro.
We will. We're actually close to that. Yeah, we're very close.
So sorry, rock your life.
Anyway, so I brought that back. But I was like, okay, so this weekend I was thinking, like, what's bumming me out? How do I get myself out of this kind of funk?
Yep.
And I realized how much a lot of social media is dragging me down right now.
Totally. I'm with you.
And I was like, Facebook right now, for me, at least with who and what I'm seeing, was a real toxic place. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to get off Facebook altogether. I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, bah, like,
bye, Felicia.
I've lived like, I don't know, 15
Bye, Zuckerberg.
years. I've lived like 15 years of my life. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook. And quite frankly, the best part for me is memories. Like the memories that pop up. You're like, my God. So I don't want to jump off of it entirely. But what I did over the weekend is I took it off my phone.
Really?
I was like, I did.
Which app?
Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the most toxic. I already had Twitter off my phone a year ago, so I don't have Twitter on my phone at all.
Yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I think I need to really back off from Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter's extremely toxic now. Yeah. But based on the owner and what that person's done recently, I'm like, I can't support that.
There. Yeah. No business.
I got to sign up for Blue Sky at this point.
I know. I don't know anything about that, actually. I need to just investigate. What is it? What's the app more like?
It's just
more like Facebook?
It's more like Twitter. It's really just a Twitter competitor.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of people who are on there and they say it's just not as toxic.
I did look up the CEO and she looks lovely.
Okay.
So far.
I'll check it out and I'll report back next week.
Okay. All right. You go first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, please follow us at Chasta and Huey on all social media, pretty much Facebook, X, and Instagram right now.
So Instagram still comes to my phone. TikTok, Michaela, comes to my phone whenever she sends me something. It'll open on TikTok. So I can get on, like I have my Facebook pulled up right now in front of me, but it's making that conscious decision of going, okay, I know I could be stepping into the fire right now.
Okay.
I know I could be hit with negativity. I am ready mentally for it. I'm not like opening my phone the first thing when I wake up and blam, it's in my face. It's like, okay, I've gotten into my day, into the rhythm, whatever. I'm going to take 10 minutes and see what's going on. Okay. But it's on my laptop and it's designated time. Okay. Where I'm not just doom scrolling.
Yes.
Because on Instagram, I don't know what your Instagram looks like. This could be a funny podcast where we go like, what's on your For You page? But mine is a lot of things that actually help me de-stress, like watching people clean. You and I have talked about that.
Oh,
like,
that's
like
right.
ASMR
videos. Well, mine right now is just wrestling and hot girls.
Right. So, like, nothing to be mad at there, right? It's like, and so that's how my Instagram is. I go on there and it's like I can chill for a little while.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
breathe.
Yeah.
But this weekend, you'd be so proud of me. Okay, well, first of all, let's go back. So Saturday night, Mama tied one on. I clearly did not know how rough last week was until I got a martini in my hand. And then after a few martinis, I was like, I need to check myself. But I was dancing. We were out at Longboards for the all caps party, the Capricorn party.
I'm so bummed I missed it, which I was telling you off the air what happened to me.
Yes,
which we can save for a second. Or go ahead. But you were.
Do you want to talk about?
Oh, what happened? Okay, no. So I really think the older I have become, I think my body is really changing. I really think I'm starting to become lactose intolerant.
That sucks.
Just because I had some ice cream after dinner on Saturday night.
Of all the excuses you could think of to not come hang out with
me. I know. And literally within like the next hour, my stomach just started bubbling and I just had the bubble guts like for the next couple hours. I took some Pepto and I just was resting before I picked up my brother from work. And like, I was like, okay, if it works fast enough, I think I'll be confident to be able to drive from Alameda to Pacifica and enjoy myself for like an hour and a half, because that's the amount of time I thought I could get away with before picking up my brother.
Yeah.
But I was risking it. I was like, I don't want to risk it because the last thing I want to do is take a poo at Longboard.
Exactly.
Or something.
Yeah, because that's a little bathroom and it's right there by the dance floor.
So I was like, I'm sorry. I think I'll have to sit this one out.
I got the poopies.
I got the poopies.
If that ever happens again, just send me a bunch of poopy emojis.
Okay.
And I'll know exactly what's going on.
But luckily, I saw pretty much everyone there back in December, when we saw the Talking Heads tribute band.
Right.
And then even...
And Bottom of the Hill.
For
Jay's birthday.
That's right. Jay's birthday, Bottom of the Hill. But then even, was it back in November, didn't State Line Empire play Longboard?
Yes.
So I feel like I've seen everyone there multiple times in the last couple of months. I'm like, okay,
I can sit this one out on the toilet.
And plus, I went out the last few weekends. I was like, I'm going to take it easy this past weekend.
That's how I was last weekend.
So
I was not feeling great. Yeah,
I'm bummed missing you. Yeah, time went on and Wild Chasta.
I have video that will never be posted on the internet.
Oh,
Never.
yeah.
It is like
I get that.
Somebody behind me. Okay, so it was our friend Dave McCarroll's birthday as well. Another Capricorn, for God's sakes. And they have a band called Just Some Dudes. And they're super fun, and they play all covers. Like, you would love it because it's a lot of 90s rock covers.
Okay,
everything
cool.
that you sing along with, right? And so Jay and I, we both were like this. We were just like, let's friggin' go. So Jay and I are like grabbing microphones, singing with the band, dancing, screaming our asses off, like leading the charge. It was so much fun.
What were you guys singing?
Remedy, Black Crows. And Jay was going for it. Cumbersome, we sang. I don't even remember.
Cumbersome is a really good song. Dude, there are some like really good 90s songs. Thanks to Instagram, these like 90s fan pages, 90s kids pages, and they share a lot of like great grunge songs. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that song. I was like, getting inspired. Like, we could totally do a 90s weekend on the Bone.
And we should.
Yeah.
Not 90s, but you caught me on Instagram the other day with a song when it was Michael Hutchins' birthday. In Excess, Never Tear Us Apart.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a good song. And they actually covered that. I think that was like their first or second song. I like jumped up and like took off running.
That's right. It was his birthday. Yeah.
Like last Wednesday or something.
Because I shared Don't Change.
Yes.
There was like 10 singles or whatever
right, and you just
on the carousel. So I love Don't Change. That's my favorite In Excess song. Shout out the cover-ups. Billy Joe Armstrong's covers band, they've covered that song. Yeah. Also the Spasmatics, who we saw at Dan's in Walnut Creek the weekend before. They didn't do it that night, but back in December they do it.
Yeah.
Or did it. So yeah, I love their version of, or their cover of In Excess, Don't Change.
Such great music. Oh my God. But yeah, anyway, so Mama went out and I was like, and on Sunday I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a load off. So we do every Sunday and Saturday for that matter, we do family reading where we all curl up on the couch, me, Jay, and Cody, and we all have our books. And we
on
just
Sunday.
curl up together and read. And so we did that for 2 full hours yesterday. I cannot tell you the last time I sat with an actual book on my couch and read for 2 hours.
I figure you were doing something because I texted you. Sorry, I couldn't make it last night.
I didn't even have my phone. My phone was in my bedroom.
Yeah, no, that's great. No, that's fine. Because
I never not respond to you.
Yeah, you text a couple hours later. I'm like, okay, no, I get it. Sunday is family day, and I respect, like, do what you got to do. Get back to me later. It's fine. I just want to let you know, like, hey, I had the poopies.
Yeah, I was curled up. I mean, we were all curled up on the couch, and it was so nice. I'm reading this really interesting book. Michaela's on here, so she'll love it. Anybody that's into dark, interesting things, I'll post about this later. I was going to anyway. It's about how other countries besides America do death. Like when you lose a loved one, how that is processed, both physically and emotionally and all of it.
Okay.
It is remarkable, but it's written by a mortician. So she goes into grand detail about what happens to your body.
Oh, what they actually do with the actual body.
Yeah.
Not so much how they process.
All of the above.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, it's really fascinating. But like there's a couple times I was reading the book and I was like, oh my God, talking about like human decomposition, but like as in composting. Like as in you go in a compost bin.
Does anyone
It's gnarly.
Does anyone like do how they do in Star Wars? You know, when Darth Vader died, Luke Skywalker, they had a celebration and then they burned his body.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
In India they do that.
Okay.
In public.
Okay.
Like it's crazy. When I was there, we saw some of it. Like they put them on like a spire kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you can literally see like feet hanging out. It's nuts.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, I shouldn't say it's nuts. It's beautiful. However, these other countries and other places and cultures do it, it's beautiful, but it's remarkable. Like some of them will keep. Okay, I'll stop talking about the book and just give me 1 second because this is fascinating.
Okay.
In Mexico, they were talking about the fact that they often will live with the body for weeks, months, years at a time. They were interviewing this one kid that said that he grew up 7 years. He slept in the bed with his dead grandpa. Like that was just
for how long?
7 years.
Wait, how
until
the body?
They buried him.
But then the body's decomposing and smelling and skin.
It doesn't smell for a really long time. Like you get past the smell portion fairly quickly. But then after that, it's like a stiff.
So who did the book? You don't know who did the book?
It's a mortician out of Los Angeles.
Okay, so shout out Chris Relva, who's listening right now. He's asking, is it Carla Harvey from from the Butcher Babies?
I'll post it, Chris.
Okay.
I think if you're into that sort of thing, you can't have a weak stomach. I'm telling you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling you. But anyways, it's fast. So that was my lovely Sunday reading. Yeah, I know.
So you partied Saturday, got
and then
read
about death
drunk,
for 2 hours.
And read about drunk. That's a good.
That's a good weekend. That's a Chasta weekend.
That's a Chasta weekend right there.